China owns American farmland. The headlines call it a crisis. The data tells a very different, more complicated story.
But the actual percentage of U.S. farmland that is Chinese-owned is
277,000 acres. That's the verified total. Less than a fraction of what most headlines suggest. For comparison, Canada alone owns over 12 million acres of American farmland, 40 times more than China. So why did this become a national political flashpoint? The answer isn't about acreage, it's about location. One case in North Dakota changed the entire national conversation. That story begins now.
North Dakota. The story begins now.
Grand Forks, North Dakota. A Chinese agribusiness company proposed a $700 million corn milling plant. A corn wet milling facility, 12 miles from Grand Forks Air Force Base. A base that operates drone surveillance missions. The U.S. Air Force reviewed the proposal. Security concerns were raised about potential surveillance capability. February 2023, Grand Forks City Council voted. The project was blocked. This single case became the template for national concern and the catalyst for new policy. The concern isn't hypothetical. Even small acreage near military installations can create genuine surveillance exposure. Food supply chain control by any foreign adversary, even at a small scale, concerns policymakers. This is a legitimate strategic question. Congress responded. Record penalties for non-disclosure, increased enforcement of existing reporting law, "14 states restricted foreign farmland ownership. By 2025, that number was growing rapidly. The concern is real and documented, but is the response proportional to the actual scale? In 2025. The federal government launched a National Farm Security Action Plan, tightened disclosure, increased enforcement, restrictions on purchases near military installations by designated foreign adversary nations, a targeted geographic approach. Critics note the timing. Political attention arrived years ago after Chinese ownership had already begun declining.
As the decline in Chinese land ownership accelerated, political attention only began to build significantly much later in the timeline.
Meanwhile, European renewable energy investment drives the largest share of new foreign farmland acquisition, with far less scrutiny. Both perspectives are documented. Both deserve honest examination. This is the full picture. The pro-concern view: proximity to military bases matters, regardless of total percentage owned nationally.
The pro-concern view is this: Proximity matters, regardless of national percentage.
The counterview. At 40 times less than Canada's holdings, the aggregate threat may be overstated.
40x less than Canada, Kimchi. Aggregate threat overstated?
Some analysts argue political framing has outpaced the actual scale of the data, a documented ongoing debate.
Ongoing debate highlights the stark contrast between political framing and the actual scale of these agricultural trends.
The Grand Forks case remains valid evidence for a genuine security concern. The national acreage data remains valid in context. Neither fact cancels the other. This is what honest investigation looks like.
Projected growth
2026. The National Farm Security Action Plan continues expanding enforcement and disclosure requirements. More states are expected to pass their own restriction laws in the coming legislative sessions. Meanwhile, most Chinese-linked agricultural holdings continue normal commercial operation, producing food for American consumers. The real lesson isn't about one country, it's about transparency. Knowing who owns what and why it matters. Whether the concern is foreign or domestic, transparency protects everyone. That's the lesson worth keeping. Is China buying American farms a national security threat? The honest answer: it's complicated, small, and real,
Truth of this
all
authentic
at once.
farmland is complicated, small, real, and all at once.
The acreage is genuinely small. The specific security cases are genuinely real. Both matter. This investigation is educational. All facts verified through institutional public sources. Good policy requires good data. This investigation aimed to provide exactly that, without taking sides. Real research, cinematic truth. If this investigation informed your view, subscribe. Join the RSK Empire.